guys, BBI here. I want to stop and say thanks for tuning in and checking out whatever the video is about that's about ready to come up next. If you could take a minute and hit subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you enjoy what you've seen here, make sure to hit the like button. We'd greatly appreciate your support. Anyhow, guys, all that aside, let's get on with the show. Let's have some fun. Yay. Man, I had a friend of mine send me a video today. Somebody else doing some work, or at least trying to do some work. I came away from that going, man, what did I just watch? Oh, it was rough. I guess maybe I should do a how to shoot an amp video, instruction video. No. I don't know, there's some positives and negatives to that. I don't know. Gentlemen, here we are. I've had a lot of you guys bugging the crap out of me about this box, and until I could get the other one that was associated with this, the other 667 completed, which came out yesterday, and out the door to the customer and get the sign off on the customer and complete the deal, I can't actually do anything with this because it's not mine. I don't know why it's so hard to get, but I appreciate all the interest in being able to get this amp. That's really cool. But this was what it is. It's a 667 with HG 2879s in it. It has been retuned. It does have the power wire mods to it here in the back. We also recapped the bias. We replaced the RG59 foam coax with 316 mini Teflon base coax, which will last forever. Made sure our coax connections are tight. Did the power wire upgrade to it. Replaced a couple of the bulbs in the front. Replaced the switch panels in the front, so this thing is now looking like new. The meter is reading accurately, and we're ready to go. So let's start over here. As always, we'll start out the sequence of events this way. That way there's a little bit of smoothness to the video. This is a 1000 watt slug and peak, 1000 in average, 5 watt slug and reverse back from the Bird 10,000 watt dummy load. And then up here we're going to use the, where is it? There it is, 2950 with the 5 watt slug between the 2950 and our 667. So let's first start here. Let me pan this back out again. And then we'll put this in frame. So what we're showing everybody here is what we're going to put through it for drive, and we're also demonstrating that there's nothing wrong with the relay because we have the ability to talk through it. If anything hinders the ability to talk through it, it shows up in the reflect meter between the radio and the amplifier, and that also translates over, I don't know if you guys have ever put this together or not, translates over to your ability to hear through it. So if the relay is hung or the connections on the relay are bad, it shows up as reflect between the radio and the amplifier. So first we'll start here. Hello, audio. Okay. 20 watts is what was shown on that little tiny meter over there. Now we'll zoom in over here, just like this. It's a 5 watt slug in reverse, right here. Hello, 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. Almost no resistance. So now we'll come back over here and we'll shoot this again. Please note, nothing on the workbench moves. Nothing. Everything stays the same all the time. From video to video to video. I don't change out my drive radios, and if I change anything, I do a huge long video about it. So everybody understands what they're looking at and why the change was made. I cannot believe what I just watched on video. It shocked me. I was like, man, how could anybody take this guy even remotely out? I felt bad. I wanted almost to give the guy a hug and say, dude, try again. Hello. Okay, 20 peak watts going through the 667. So I'll pan this down again. Now I will admit this. I have my friend. His name is Paul. He's a really good friend of mine. He served as my best man at my wedding one time, and apparently I had shot a video where I did a whole bunch of herky-jerky with the camera. He sends me a text, man, I almost got seasick on that last video. Okay. I learned from it. Now what I'm demonstrating here is that the preamp is 100% functional. Okay. Now, I've had many discussions about this on video, about the preamps inside of these things. Right? And how worthless they are in my opinion. But it still has to work. If the guy's going to pay money for this thing, everything has to be somewhat functional. Now, when we were at Puyallup here a couple weeks ago, I had my friend Zane purchase this little guy. This is a cool preamp. I'm going to do a whole video dedicated just to this preamp and its pros and its cons and the reason it's set up the way it is. You guys are going to love this. I seen this sitting on a table and I literally walked by and I said to my friend, I said, Zane, buy that. And without even blinking, he turns, whips money out of his pocket and buys it. I was like, cool. So his purchase is going to be your all's benefit, and then he'll probably have it up for sale for a couple $100s after I do the video. So it's just it's been a long time since I've seen any of those. Yeah, I think you guys are enjoying that video. Anyhow, back to testing this thing. So let's go ahead and hit this with 20 whole watts and show what it does for output power, which should be right around 625, 650 watts peak. All right. So we're looking at that bottom scale, guys. Let's do on our 600 watts that we desired. Let's go back up here again. We're going to look at our input reflect. Not even moving. Barely moving. So now let's come back down here and let's look at the front of the amplifier. Meter's working as it should. Now let's go ahead and let's show off these other functions. Now that we've demonstrated that the input tune is good, we don't need to revisit that meter up there anymore. So with all the switches out, the dial-a-watt is always active. Audio. See how that works? Turn the knob down, output power goes up, or goes down. So let's go ahead and we're going to engage low. Hello, audio, 1, 2. Now this is technically as low as we can go. We're doing 60 watts over there. This is the high and the low setting. Hello, audio, about 425 watts. We're going to go ahead and go to medium, which is sideband. Hello, nice smooth 500 watts, and then high again. Hello, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And as you guys can clearly see over here, hello, pulling about 63 amps. Hello, on the amp gauge over here in the corner. This is for sale, you guys. The first one to me with some cash in their hand, plus the $18 in ride, because this goes in a flat rate box because of its size, gets themselves a pretty straightforward, very clean 667. This thing has not been hot rodded, has not been overtuned. It's got good transistors in it. It's got all the right parts in the right places, like metal clad caps on the output transformers and that kind of thing, to where it'll run from now until the end of time unless you get it too hot. I think we're going to add let's say 600 for this on the nose, so 620 with the ride. Other good news, you guys, shirts will be here tomorrow. My wife just got a huge order of hats. We'll make sure to put that up on Facebook, so come check that out as well. And gentlemen, as always, my name is BBI, and without a shadow of a doubt, I am the biggest mud duck in Idaho. Come check us out, www.bbiamps.com. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram, even though I don't do a whole lot with Snapchat or Instagram or Twitter. I do have the accounts. It's primarily Facebook and right here on the YouTube Gargler. If this is the first time you've ever watched one of my videos, you take a hot minute and just click subscribe. It makes you feel better and makes me feel better as well to watch that number go up for whatever reason. Yeah, I appreciate y'all following along. And guys, I say this at the end, almost end every video, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. If it wasn't without all you guys sending me all these projects to work on, I would not be here. I appreciate you all supporting me to help support the radio community. Gentlemen, I gotta get. I'll see you guys. Have a good afternoon, and thanks for watching the video. Bump, bump.